Gemini, August 13th carries a fast-moving and surprisingly revealing energy for you. You may begin the day with several thoughts running through your mind at once. You may be thinking about work, money, a relationship, a decision you've been postponing, or perhaps a conversation you know you need to have. But the tarot suggests that something unexpected may interrupt your normal routine. A message could arrive. Someone may suddenly contact you. An opportunity may appear. You could hear information that changes your plans. Or someone may finally say something they've been keeping to themselves. And Gemini, this is important. The information you receive may not be as simple as it first appears. There could be another layer behind it. Something that requires you to ask questions. Something that makes you look at a situation from a completely different perspective. You may even experience a moment during the day when you suddenly think, "Now I understand." That realization could be connected to something you've been trying to understand for weeks or even months. The tarot suggests that August 13th is a day when confusion begins turning into clarity. You've probably been receiving mixed signals from someone or from a particular situation. One day everything seems positive. The next day you're unsure. You may have wondered whether someone genuinely supports you. You may have questioned whether a professional opportunity was still possible. Or perhaps you've been waiting for someone to make a decision. The cards suggest that the uncertainty is beginning to break. But Gemini, don't rush to fill in the blanks yourself. Wait for the facts. Sometimes your mind moves faster than reality. You can imagine 10 possible explanations before the other person has even finished speaking. On August 13th, your greatest advantage will be your ability to listen. Not just hear. Listen. Someone may reveal something important if you give them enough space to talk. Career energy is especially active for Gemini. If you've been waiting for a response from a company, client, manager, or business partner, there could be movement. The answer may not arrive exactly when you expect it, but something begins changing behind the scenes. You may receive an email, a phone call, an invitation, a new assignment, or information about an opportunity that previously seemed unavailable. For Gemini who are searching for work, the tarot encourages you to expand your search. Don't look only at traditional opportunities. Think about remote work, freelancing, digital content, communication, sales, marketing, writing, teaching, technology, networking. Your ability to communicate could become one of your strongest professional advantages. Someone may notice the way you explain ideas, the way you connect with people, or the way you solve problems quickly. If you're already employed, August 13th could bring a conversation about responsibility. You may be asked to take on something bigger. At first, you may wonder whether you have enough time. But don't automatically say no. This could be an opportunity to demonstrate what you're capable of. However, make sure you understand what is expected of you. Don't accept a responsibility without knowing the conditions. Gemini, your communication skills can open doors for you on this day. But your words need to be chosen carefully. One sentence could create an opportunity. Another could create unnecessary conflict. Think before you speak, especially when emotions are involved. Money also becomes an important part of your August 13th reading. The tarot suggests that financial information may arrive unexpectedly. This could be positive. Payment. A new client. Additional work. A refund. A business idea. Or an opportunity to increase your income. But there may also be a financial decision that requires caution. Someone could ask you to spend money. A purchase may suddenly look extremely attractive. Or you may feel tempted to make an impulsive decision because you believe you'll earn the money back quickly. Slow down. Your financial future deserves more thought than your current excitement. August 13th is a good day to organize your finances. Look at what comes in. Look at what goes out. Identify unnecessary expenses. And think about how you can create another source of income. Gemini, you may discover that your biggest financial opportunity isn't something completely new. It could be connected to a skill you already possess. Maybe something you do naturally. Something friends often ask you for help with. Something you enjoy doing. Or something you've previously considered just a hobby. Don't underestimate it. A skill becomes valuable when you develop it seriously. There is also a strong warning against telling too many people about your financial plans. Not everyone needs to know what you're planning. Not everyone will understand your vision. And not everyone who gives you advice has the same goals as you. Build quietly. Let the results speak. Now, when it comes to love, Gemini, the energy becomes much more emotional. If you're single, someone could suddenly catch your attention. This may happen through conversation. And conversation is important for you. You need mental connection. You need someone who can keep up with your thoughts. Someone who makes you curious. Someone who can make you laugh. And August 13th could bring exactly that kind of interaction. A simple conversation may unexpectedly become interesting. You may start talking about something ordinary, then suddenly find yourselves discussing dreams, relationships, future plans, or personal experiences. That emotional and intellectual connection could be meaningful. But don't rush. Chemistry is exciting. Consistency is what matters. Watch what the person does after the conversation. Do they follow through? Do they make an effort? Do they respect your boundaries? Do they communicate clearly? Those details will tell you more than beautiful words. If you're already in a relationship, August 13th may bring an important discussion. You may need to talk about something that has been sitting quietly between you. Maybe you've been feeling ignored. Maybe your partner has been distant. Maybe you're unsure about the future. Or perhaps you simply need more emotional attention. Don't keep everything inside. But don't turn the conversation into an argument either. Explain what you feel. Then listen. Your partner may reveal something you didn't know. And once the truth is spoken, the relationship may actually feel lighter. For some Gemini, this could be a day when a relationship reaches a decision point. You may decide to become more serious. You may decide to establish stronger boundaries. Or you may finally accept that something isn't giving you what you need. The important thing is honesty. Don't stay somewhere simply because you're afraid of starting over. There is also a possibility of someone from your past returning. A message could appear unexpectedly. You may see their name. A mutual friend could mention them. Or you could simply find yourself thinking about them. Don't automatically assume that their return means they belong in your future. Ask yourself whether the situation has genuinely changed. If the same problems remain, reopening the door may only repeat the same lesson. But if both of you have grown, perhaps the conversation could provide closure or even a new beginning. Your emotions will tell you one thing. Your experience will tell you another. Listen to both. Family matters could also require your attention. Someone may come to you for advice. Because you're naturally good at seeing different sides of a situation, people may trust your judgment. But don't become the person who solves every problem. You can give advice without taking responsibility for the outcome. That's an important lesson for Gemini. You don't have to carry everyone else's emotional weight. August 13th may also bring an unexpected change of plans. A meeting could be canceled. Someone could suddenly invite you somewhere. A trip might change. A work schedule may be adjusted. Or you may receive an opportunity that wasn't part of your original plan. Don't immediately resist the change. Sometimes the unexpected route leads somewhere more interesting. You may meet someone because of a canceled appointment. You may discover an opportunity because your original plan changed. You may hear important information simply because you were somewhere you didn't expect to be. Stay flexible. There is also a strong intuitive message around this day. Gemini is often associated with thought, communication, curiosity, and movement. But August 13th asks you to listen to something beyond logic. You may suddenly have a strong feeling about a person. You may feel that you should contact someone. You may feel that you shouldn't sign something. You may feel drawn toward a particular opportunity. Don't ignore those instincts, but verify them. Your intuition can tell you where to look. Your judgment tells you what to do. That combination can protect you from mistakes. You may also notice unusual coincidences, repeated numbers, repeated names, similar conversations happening with different people, a song appearing at exactly the right moment, or someone saying something that answers a question you've been silently asking. Pay attention. The meaning may not be obvious immediately. Another powerful theme around August 13th is a hidden truth becoming visible. Gemini, someone may finally tell you something. Perhaps they have been afraid to speak. Perhaps they weren't ready. Perhaps the timing simply wasn't right. Whatever the reason, information could emerge, and it may change your opinion of the situation. Don't react too quickly. The first emotional response isn't always the correct one. Take time to process. Ask questions. Then decide. You may discover that what initially sounded like bad news actually leads to a better outcome. Sometimes truth feels uncomfortable because it forces us to change our plans. But clarity is still better than uncertainty. By the middle or later part of the day, you may experience a powerful mental shift. Something you've been overthinking suddenly becomes simple. You may realize that you've been waiting for an answer from someone who was never going to give it. You may understand that a certain career path isn't right anymore. You may recognize that you're ready to ask for more money. Or you may finally decide to stop giving energy to a relationship that keeps confusing you. That realization could feel freeing. Gemini, your final tarot message for August 13th is, the answer you've been searching for may arrive through a conversation you didn't expect to have. So talk. Listen. Ask questions. Pay attention. And don't underestimate the power of a single conversation. Could change your career, your finances, your relationships, or simply your understanding of yourself. August 13th isn't necessarily about one dramatic event. It's about movement, information, communication, and choices. Something that has been stagnant may finally begin moving. Something confusing may become clear. Something hidden may be revealed. And something unexpected may open a door you weren't looking for. Don't try to control every detail. Stay curious. Stay alert. And most importantly, don't let overthinking stop you from acting when the right moment arrives. Gemini, you have a natural ability to adapt. That ability will be one of your greatest strengths on August 13th. If the plan changes, adapt. If the opportunity changes, evaluate. If someone reveals the truth, listen. If a door closes, look around. There may already be another one opening. And by the end of the day, you may realize something important. You weren't waiting for life to change. You were waiting to become ready for the change. And now, you may finally be ready.